In current video, we will discuss about basic of vernier caliper, including its part and how we have to take the dimensions of the vernier. Let's one by one. We know that these two are the inner jaws. From we have to measure the inner diameter, and these two are the outer jaw. With the help of that, we have to measure the outer diameter of any instrument. Probably we measure with the help of vernier caliper, that is circular. This lock nut is there, and one fine adjustment screw is there. With the help of this lock nut and fine adjustment screw, we are fixing the scale to read the reading. Before that, we understand that this is the scrolling here. This is called as a vernier scale, and this is the fixed scale. It is called as a main scale. So there are two kinds of scales that you have to remember: main scale and vernier scale. And now, one another thing which is attached here, that is the uh, outer portion or outside of the portion, which is very easy to find the depth of any system. So with the help of vernier caliper, we are not finding the inner diameter, outer diameter, but we also find the either depth or height also. So from the one instrument, we are measuring more than 4 parameters. So this is the basic advantage of the vernier caliper. And these all are the basic part, like fixed jaw is there, movable jaw is there. This may be moved to and fro motion. This is the fixed scale. This is the vernier scale, which may be movable. This is fixed jaw. This is movable jaw. From with the help of this, we are measuring the inner jaws. Now, how to find the least count? As I discussed earlier, the equation or the uh, equation for the least count is smallest division on main scale to the number of division on the vernier scale. If you see the previous figure where we talk about the smallest division, we know that the smallest division in this current figure, it is equal to 1 mm, and total number of division, we know that on vernier scale, that is, we have to see it here, and you can see that there are total number 1 to 10 digit given to, and each digit there are 5 parts. So we are considered that there are total 50 digit, and 1 divided by 50, so it is called as a 0.02 mm. Okay, so the least count of vernier caliper, basically it may be the 0.02 mm. Now, types of vernier caliper. Type A vernier caliper. So most probably it may divide in 3 parts, that is type A, type B, and type C. The difference between type A, type B, and type C is somewhat very easy to identify. Type A vernier caliper have jaw on both sides. Okay, most probably we have prefer that kind of caliper in our daily routine, both internal and outer diameter. We are very easily check and measure with the help of type A type of vernier caliper. It is also has a blade which help us to find the depth of the given component, as I discussed earlier. So this is called as a type A. Now you can see the figure. From figure itself told us that the difference between type A and type B. In type A, the inner jaw are given at here, and here we are finding the internal diameter with the outer faces, and already we can find the outer diameter with the help of the these two jaws. Okay, so but in type A, we require the jaw in both sides, while in this the jaws are side. So sometimes what happens, if we do not require this kind of high space, on that time it is preferable to use the type D vernier caliper. Both external and internal measurement can be done using this type B. So most probably some fast type of dimension if we require, on that time we prefer type vernier caliper. Then type C, you can just see that diagram, then you can just conclude that what is the application. Type C vernier caliper have jaws on one side of the instrument, Both external and internal measurement can be done using this type of C type. Also, the upper jaw comes with the knife edge face for marking purpose. Okay, sometimes what happens, we require the marking to get the accurate dimension. So on that time, the knife edge is given to us. So with the help of that knife edge, we properly mark it, and with the help of two jaws which are on one side. So we are finding the internal and outer diameter very easily with the help of type C. So these are the basic three types: type A, type B, and type C. Now when we start to measure, or when we uh, start to measure the dimension with the help of vernier caliper, on that time there are uh, definitely, if we are very skilled workers, still we are facing some error, or we are facing some problem in measurement. So due to many reasons, okay, sometimes what happens, we are taking scale improper, but that error, due to error, we are not getting the proper result. So on that trouble in the dimension. So it may be the error like a negative error, it may be the positive also. Why or how it may be occur? Definitely, the positive error occur when the zero of the vernier caliper. The positive error will occur when the zero of the vernier scale is to the right of the zero. ऐसा कब हो सकता है? When most probably due to daily work, if we are considered daily work on that, so what happened due to that? It may be erode, or due to that, the portion that may be completely erode. So on that time, we are facing with the positive error. On the positive error, the zero of the main scale we are getting it here. So due to that, sometime lubricant is there, sometime some dust is there. Due to that, we are facing that kind of error. And in negative error, the zero are not coincide, but it may go in the current situation. So it may create the negative error. So this kind of two errors are most probably raised when we start to do the working and start to work with the vernier caliper, and no zero errors. If these two lines, green line and blue line, are intersect with each other, and it is called as a no zero error. कैसे प्रोसीजर करनी है? How to process to measure on vernier caliper? Very easy, but you have to require some proper rules and regulation, and that precaution also required when we start to measure with the help of vernier caliper. First, find the whether there is an error or on the caliper. Second, find list. These are the two very precise points. Initially, we have to complete. Place the object between the appropriate jaws, either outer or inner, or on the depth according to measurement, which we have to require to measure. Suppose we have to measure the inner diameter, and we prefer for the outer jaw. If we want to measure the outer diameter, then we prefer for the inner jaw. And same way, if you want to measure the depth, then we are use the rod on the that instrument. The reading on the main scale, which is the left of the zero of the vernier scale, is the main scale reading. Okay, initially we get the reading with the help of zero. It is called as a main scale. Now look up for the number of division, which is very important, of the scale which exactly coincide with any of the main scale reading. This is the vernier scale reading. Okay. One another division that may be matched with exactly of on the vernier scale. So it is called as your another reading, that is called as a vernier scale reading. The length of the object, to calculate the using the formula, the length is equal to, you have to remember the equation, main scale reading plus least count into vernier scale. So मेरा main scale reading है 23, मेरा vernier scale is coincide with 60 number division, 60. Okay, so 23 plus 60, 60 into 0.0. Okay, 60 into 0.02 and after that we are just find the answer in mm. If there are error in the caliper, then add or subtract depends on the type of the error. Either it may be positive or it may be negative. Check. This is the basic procedure to check the vernier scale, and this is very fundamental equation that we have to remember every time whenever we are use the vernier caliper. Every time you use the notebook to note down all the basic things regarding types of measurement. There are three types of measurement that can be measured with vernier caliper, meaning the external width or external diameter of an object with outer jaw. Okay, find how to find whether there is an error or on the caliper. This is the prior step every time. First three steps are common for all. Either it may be vernier caliper, either it may be micrometer or whatever it is. In third step, we are use whichever the instrument we have to find whether there is an error on the caliper. Second, find its least count. Very important. If you are strategically change its least count or the error which actually is there, but you are finding somewhat other than probably your dimensions going in wrong. So on that time, you have to remember that the least count is very important. Place the object between the outer jaws, then the reading of the main scale, which is to the left of the zero of the vernier scale, is in the main scale. Now look up the number of division of vernier scale which exactly coincide with any of the main scale reading. This is the vernier scale reading. The length of the object is calculated using the equation which is repeated for you after that. If error, based on the error, if the positive error or negative error, if the positive error, then you can minus from the actual result. Actual result जो भी आता है उसमें से आपको माइनस करने नेगेटिव हो तब आपको उसको ऐड करनी है. Measuring the internal width, internal diameter of an object, same thing we have to repeat, but we are use the outer jaw. That is the basic difference between first and second types of measurement. We just read it very carefully. So whenever you are facing or whenever you are directly contact with the instrument, so on that time there is no any trouble that how we are using or what kind of part we have and how we have to judge and what kind of pressure we have to apply. So on that time, these things are very, very important. So read it very carefully. This is the third measuring the depth of the object. Suppose we are, as I discussed earlier, that there are three kind of parameters discussed by the and measured by the measuring instrument. So on that time, in the third one, that is the depth of the any system. So on that time, this is same equation for that, but in place of jaws, we have used the end point. Which are inserted in the depth system and we have get the dimensions. Suppose these are the three basic quantity given to you that type A measurement with the help of with vernier caliper we are measuring. Type B we are measuring, and this is the type C of measurement type of vernier caliper. So these are the basic three types of measurement given to you with the help of basic diagram. Now I just show you that how to take the reading on vernier caliper. So we are just yeah, I think it is more appropriate for us. So let's start this how to read the vernier caliper reading. Suppose this is a one type A type of vernier caliper given to you. Most probably in our department and in our all the private laboratory, this kind of type A vernier caliper are used. So we know that how we have to use and how we have to lock our part, and this is the third point that we discussed in the previous point. Now initially we just find this concept is zero or not. So initially we are finding the error. If we are facing any error, then either it may be zero error, or it may be positive error, or it may be negative error. So based on that, we are calculating if this is to and chromosome covered by this, and here the given to you that the list count is this much. So they are finding, and they are just giving initially that every time the list count is not 0.002. It depends on the types of type A, type C, and types of division given on the vernier caliper and main scale. After finding the list count, total smallest division on main scale, so यहाँ पे 1 है. Yeah, they want to find the length of this road. So initially they insert between two jaws, outer jaws. Now they just lock it with the proper gripping. After that, they are getting some reading. So initially they just find which match with someone, which match with some reading which is near to this. I just zoom, so you are clearly understand that what is the reading. That may be 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so approx we are getting one reading that it is between 25 and 26. So we are consider the prior division, that is 25. So now 25 is the first reading of this current reading of the length of the road. After that, we already find the list count. Already it is given to, that is 0.05, and we just find that okay, which division is exactly matched with the another main scale with the vernier scale. So based on that, we are just uh, search for that, and you just see it here. One division is meshed properly with the another division, that is this arrow I just show you. Now we are calculate that how many divisions are there, and based on that we are just summation with the main scale into main scale, and it may be multiplied with the least count. So for that, $25 is there. In each division, two parts. So 7 into 2, 14, and we know the list count is 0.05. So 25 plus 14 into 0.05. So based on that, we are get the result, that is 25.7 millimeter. The length of the road is equal to 25.7. Okay, how we are getting this 14? I just repeat that thing, so it's very easy for you. Already this seventh part on seventh digit are mentioned. So in each division there are two parts. So 7 into 2, 14, and we know the list count is total number of smallest division on main scale, that is 1, divided by total number of division on vernier scale. There it may be a 20. Okay, so 1 divided by 20, it may be 0.05 mm. So 7 into 2, so total number of division 14. 14th division is meshed, and VC is 0.0. So based on that, we have calculate the reading, that is 25 plus 14 into 0.05, and based on that we are getting 25.7. Okay, so this is the result we are getting, and sometimes it may be asked that indirect question that 25.7 is given to, and identify that thing in vernier caliper. So you have to draw the vernier caliper diagram, and you have to show this including these jaws and this reading, and consider your discount also, and then you have to put appropriate work in your reading. So based on that, you have to finish the diagram also. Okay, so based on this kind of exercise, we can fulfill the all the terms like outer diameter or depth or any kind of length. We are easily find with the help of with good accuracy with the help of micrometer and vernier caliper. Micrometer that we discuss later in the next week in the next lab. But this is important for us. If particularly for vernier caliper, any query, then you may ask or you may comment in the comment box, so I can just properly explain the what is the application and how it may be implemented and how we are just take the reading and that all thing. So based on that, we are clear in first second practical of our mechanical measurement and metrology, and which is very important for industrial point of view and for exam point of view also. So I just request all of you, any if you are visit any industry, then just refer or just go at the quality side and refer, just take in your hand any kind of vernier caliper and measure any part. So then and then you will get some confidence. Okay. Uh, if any queries, then you just ask me or